Blessed, welcome to another episode of the My 2 Cents Quick Chat. I'm your host, TU-LOX'S, the 876 Rebel. And as usual, make a reminder item, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. You know, take nothing for subscribe. Scene. Also remember to support the merchandise. And also remember, press the like button. When you press the like, nothing at all now go missing out of your account. It's easy for us to go so. And press like, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend. Alright, so now today we're going to talk about a situation where terrible. I get straight tonight. See? A lot of them been away on this and sorry about the wait. You see me? More while you have to just take a break and tend to you them and them thing there. You have a family life and you have to deal with it. Sometimes we can't get up and run down money to take care of the youth them and ignore them in the process. It's a very dangerous ground to walk. So I'm a man where more while I show about just for all the vibes with me youth them. I have to do that. Seeing so big up all of the good father them, big up all of the good mother them. Said way. Seeing? Alright, so today's episode now very sad one. May I get straight in it. 2 students now in custody following viral video. Following a viral video showing the assault of a student at a West Kingston High School, the police have confirmed that 2 suspects are in custody. They have both been charged with assault occasioning bodily harm and be remanded as the matter is further investigated. According to the Denham Town Police, about 11:45 a.m. a boy was forced into a classroom and assaulted by students at the institution. One of the students, a 16-year-old boy, was also arrested and charged on Thursday, while the other student was arrested on Friday morning.
It's an everyday thing at school. Everyday thing at school. I'm very cut up about it. I see justice in my little brother. Because my little brother, my mother don't even know. My mother get 2 strokes. She live on her bed. She don't even know where I'm going. We can't even make sure because we don't want to get a church stuff. I'm representing the little boy in the white shirt from the students. This is Tyree, this is my brother. I'm the eldest one. Understand? And I'm telling the truth, I cut up everything about it because he's artistic. Understand? And it's an everyday thing at school. Everyday thing at school. I'm very cut up about it. Last week, Thursday, when I got home, my auntie overseas was ringing. Well, my phone was ringing off from before, but I couldn't answer it. Last week, Thursday, when I got home, she WhatsApp me and she said, you want me to Tyrese? And I said, no. So she said, you see the video? I said, no. So she said, she will send me the videos. I know I can't finish look on the video. I go up on TikTok and every page, everybody on TikTok attack and attack iron about it. And when I start watch it, my blood, my body, everything.
Tyrese, alright, speak to me about the day of the incident. You're in 6th form. What are you studying?
Something city and some other thing.
Okay, talk to me about the day of the incident.
The day when I together with some group of youth in a temple and the girl with the side of me at 16. And then we walk and then say them go class and then say come. And then the youth call me and then when he call me ask me the question and then he call the girl inside of me at 16 and then he ask the girl for our parents and then something ask her who's passed away and then call me like class and then start kick me and start box me and ask me who the girl.
So when did they stop beating you, Tyrese?
Okay?
Was it somebody who came and intervened?
No, I shoot me out of the class.
So they beat you and shoved you out. So has he gone back to school?
No.
Is he afraid of, are you afraid of going back to school?
Yeah, afraid.
Afraid to go back to school. Some people do things.
I'm afraid of them. I'm afraid of them.
You say it's not the first time.
And it's not the first.
Is that same particular group of boys?
Yeah.
Right now, he must go do a brain scan because of them box 17. His brain don't know writing already. So after can go do a brain scan, right now I walk on a limb.
Alright, so the first thing I'm going to talk about before I go into anything is how nonchalant we are about disabilities. Jamaicans need to get more educated from people who have disabilities. Look on the effort we put out when some foreign power can come tell us, say, oh, this is happening now, and this a disease has spread, and every day Ministry of Health they on TV and then at the paper and oh take this, oh take that. But there's no awareness or resources put aside to invest in a people with disabilities. Matter of fact, the things them focus on are not everything insignificant. I can't really say that. See? But I want to check something for myself. When it comes to, for example, autistic, because autism is not the only disability where a person can have. When it comes to any kind of disability, I don't think enough emphasis is being placed in that area there. Check, for example, Autistic Awareness Day, Blue Ribbon. Now somebody tell me what the fuck a blue ribbon being posted anywhere I got to do for help autism. And for people when I understand autism, people who are autistic, not sick or nothing, you know, them brain just wired different from regular people. Them just a little bit different. But because we grow up thinking say we normal, as soon as we see something different, or you're mad, or a sick boy man, I'm mad. Eh? You can imagine growing up in a society like Jamaica where people insensitive and not have no empathy, nobody no business, especially in a modern time when people have become so selfish. Them type of people that are rough on them, I tell you that. You see, the system there, when he bullies him, I want terrible something. So them youth there, them know, them did aware so that youth have that problem here. I'm always telling them, people pick on who them think them can get them stripe from. And them deliberately make up their mind to do it because people are familiar with the video. Common sense can tell it. So them deliberately do it. This wasn't something where a video man sneak come around the corner and video it. I say, watch me and them boy, I show so them are wicked. No. Always hard for watch a video. Go back, go watch it. And look if the perpetrator now looking at the camera every single second because them decided so them are going to do that to the youth. And just check how people insensitive when it comes to people with disability. The man own sister say, oh them know say him head no right it already. I understand say you might be overtaken by emotions. But may I tell you, that expression there just shows how nonchalant we are about people with disabilities. If this was my son, for example, I may see a video come out with some youth that do my son this. The things when me would have do them, youth, yeah, unimaginable. Because me could stop pretend so perfect. Everybody have revenge in them. You see, if you ramp with my family, I now come pray like me a Jesus. I'm not that man. So can you imagine how me da feel if my son have a disability? If you do the one when on a disability, anything at all, you're just dead. So can you imagine if you do something to the one with disabled when me well protective of because of his disability? Iraq no war, Russia no war, Ukraine a idiot, US never fight a war yet. When we see that video there. And it's a natural feeling. See? But here's what I want you to think about because life is a balance. And even though everybody born and we naturally have revenge. As so we born. Revenge and natural something. Your trouble mine, me a trouble yours. It's a natural reaction. People need to stop playing hypocrite on these emotions. See? You trouble me, I gotta defend myself. You trouble my picnic, I gotta defend them. Stop pretending we are Jesus Christ, man. Jesus are Jesus. There's a reason why God himself that made heaven and earth got Jesus. Jesus are God's son. God put in a Jesus where he want and take out of him where he want. But when he make human, all these fucked up and good emotions in the whole away. Stop pretending you don't feel a sense of revenge when you don't watch a video. Because I see a lot of so-called overly good people come as if, oh, this is nothing. Because I'm not your son. Try that with mine now. A problem. But anyway, as what I say, life is a balance and you have to be able, although it's hard, to try to balance. So I say that for say this. I want to remember say everybody were in that video, including the youth them were perpetrate the act. A juvenile. So although we are called for them head, we have to remember say kids do dumb shit based on the toxicity where most of we grow up in. I know everybody do certain things will reach a certain level, but when you are juvenile, based on youthful exuberance, you will get yourself in some serious problem without thinking. The actions of these kids, believe it or not, are not for them one. Everything we're going to see perpetrated in that video happen vicariously through the kids. Don't think of for them action that are the parents and who them grew up around. The toxic society, how been a worship. How if we blame the youth them when we worship things like this? Matter of fact, them youth are good youth. What about a society that tells you to cut off head and shoot and kill and shot the baby and this and that and murder? We prostitute the woman them now and encourage them to lose them dignity, self-respect and pride. And all these things get hugged by society, but yet still feel some type of way when this happen. Them youth are good youth. Compare to the things what we worship in a society. Let me say it again. You don't really feel say, are the two youth beat up a youth here? No. Are the whole community beat up that little boy here? How we cause it? All of them are juvenile. And you have a man or woman enough to accept that. And these days, no parents now raise no picnic. At the internet are raised, we picnic them. I'm tired for telling you. Every toxic thing with them youth you see on the internet, them are going to try do it. TikTok have more influence on picnic them than anything where anyone we can say to them right now. Digital colonization. I'm tired for warning about this. It is very dangerous. One time if I used to grow a Rima, or jungle, or Tivoli, or anyway, you're worried about this child getting influenced by gangs, though. More join the gang over there, so. And he feel safe, because every time you come home, you see him in the yard. But now, him join the world gang, and you don't know. And him never have to go him door for join that gang there. It named the internet. One of the worst gang where I've picnic them. Right now, enough people always are trying to act like this is not a reality and it is not a fact. Simple because, oh, all we do over here saw complain. This not have nothing to do with complaining. This have to do with reality. TikTok and Instagram and them things, they have way more influence upon the youth them now more than anything else. That's the community we should be afraid of. And a Rima and a jungle and a Tivoli. Of course, the immediate community have a responsibility to make sure so the youth them grow right. But tell me nowadays, who can talk to who for picnic without one war break out? We always feel a sense of, oh, we need to go defend something. Just check it. Make a teacher talk to one of them youth here. And you see how the whole entire neighborhood gone over there ready to kill the teacher. We always up in arms for the wrong things. Where the army there? We are gather to take the phone and the influence of the internet out of the youth and where the army there? Where the army were ready to educate them youth. That's them can know the dangers of the internet even if them depend on it. Where the army? At the real world, all of them things are going on, you know. When you dress up your picnic morning time and send them a KC or Dunoon or Campadon or any one of them school here, which part you send them? On the internet? Or in a real world? Oh, real world. So why the fuck is the protest only being done on the internet by way of typing? I guarantee you, Say if this was something insignificant, like a major party where them turn off or something, or them just kill one youth on the road, the whole place locked down. And oftentimes, when they lock down the place, I feel the man were actually involved in a certain thing. But I'm telling you this, because enough of them don't know. Because they don't think them way. You know, we think when they do over pink wall them for mix up. That's when a lot of them use in the head. And you can start using the brain and start in a people's life. I'm telling you something. You see, every country in the world, a successful outcome of that country, economically and otherwise, is determined by the actions and the outcome of its children. When you see Jamaica reach the point where picnic kill picnic for gathering, I wonder if you remember that. I wonder if most of you know how the school system in Jamaica struggle. Fully. Teachers will not get paid. Can you imagine that? So them no business. Students will come from a toxic environment, come stress out teacher. Picnic, where they are school, I kill picnic. Over gathering. Trivial things that they are being influenced by society to do. Hear them people are dumb now. Hear how foolish people get. You see, once them go up on the internet or protest and type, and you put in your comment, you think you are doing something about the situation simply because you comment on it. You believe it? You're seriously you're a part of the protest. We're fully taken over by the matrix. At the real world, all of them I'm showing a while ago happening now. So true, no make no comments. And no make you type and you're emotional at the time and show it brave enough to type. Oh, I'm so caught up about this and Ray and where can I make donations? You think you make a change. But you can't make no change at the internet. You're on attack. All those emotions are being expressed on the internet. Why do you think the government oppress the people constantly in front of your eye? And nothing is being done about nothing. You know why? Or me the comment on it. So you think the government are going to just read that and change the system. Nobody now protest nowhere in the world because them busily trapped in a digital slavery. If you think physical slavery did wicked, them digital slavery, trust me, couldn't them and laugh after one. The ancestors are skin empty. Them listen, no slave from them time there. Never see a bigger fool than the people them now. Not even Uncle Tom. All who do a protest on the internet. Who remember Kayla and Dowdy? You remember that girl who everybody up in arms and type and express disgust? All who do a talk on the internet, but in the real world, nothing is being done. You remember her? She lose all her memory the way them beat her, but you don't remember she? You remember this? Look on a picture. You remember the comments? If this was my daughter, and pray, and bra, and wah, you know what I do? As soon as we forget about her, what happened? No fun when we call her name while ago, not even remember who. So you see, there's a difference with protest when you're a digital slave from a protest in the real world. In the real world we get changes. Real changes will never come from the imaginary world. You can just use the imaginary world as a part of your protest. But if you do not take that protest to the real world, the real leaders, the real people who are in the real world will not hear you. I guarantee you, deaf ears. You know how easy it is to ignore something you see on the internet? You lead one country and when you look, all of them text you and them protest with them at you. You know at Andrew Holness them, you know really think so you don't make a change? You don't think Andrew them look on that? You really think so Andrew Holness controlling page? So when you know at him and a this, him and a this and a that and ray. Oh, I'm at him today. And it's so dumb. I show you how far gone we are in a digital slavery, you know. Them fees when them at Andrew Holness. Him dead, I read them, you know. And so you're at him, you feel proud of yourself. Now for this the one Andrew today for the local girl. We're only addicted to how the internet make we feel when we type, so we think we care. Especially if we put in a comment and people are press like. And people are at me and I say, right there, sir. We feel like we are a part of a movement. We feel like we are a part of change. But you can't change nothing unless you come back into the real world. It's not the justice system that failed Kaylee and Dowdy and people like her. Are the people themselves fail her. Because them think typing and talking is enough. There was no protest. You have countries where this can't happen now. The entire country mash up. We need to go back to a time where we protest in a real life. I don't give a fuck on a permit either. We don't need a permit to make our voices heard. We don't. We shouldn't need a permit to make our voices heard. As long as that protest is peaceful. And we need to get back to a time where if they don't want we talk, fuck up everything. I mean, I don't care how that look. It's just reality. If me I touch you on your shoulder so peacefully and you don't want to hear, me I go lick you in your neck back with a big board. You must hear me now. You get it? We need to start go back into the real world. At the real world, the things that happen. Stop the whole heap of internet disgust and appalled and taken aback. That now do nothing about shit. Nothing we are going on the internet. Not real. Things happen in real life. And we care for a second. Then right after everything pass, who cares? At the real world, them students I feel up teacher. At the real world, them students beat up teacher. At the real world, government now pay teacher. At the real world, them raise every single thing for tax poor people. But them now raise poor people pay. At the real world, all of that are going on. Commenting about it will not do one mama blood clot thing. Thank you all.